morning everyone, we are on day 4 of the cruise. As you can see, beautifully glorious sunny day, so I'm squinting a little bit, apologies for that. I've got my hat on to try and get myself some shade from the sun, but we are just putting into Sicily. And right across the way from us, I did take a little video, which I'll show you in a minute. Right across the way from us is the kind of southern coastline of Italy, and the island of Sicily, which is actually very close to that, is right behind us on the other side of the ship. So today we have a little tour plan, which we will talk to you about in a second, but I know that I KO'd last night, so I just want to quickly say a bit about dinner at the Italian restaurant, the Japanese restaurant, which generally was quite good, but I just have to make a point that the chocolate lava cake was far from a chocolate lava cake. That volcano definitely got extinct and dried up. It was quite a letdown, I think. And the service was really slow. Just over 2 hours I think it took us from when we sat down till we actually got our desserts, so it was a long meal. Generally speaking, kind of okay. Would I have felt, actually we did kind of pay for it, didn't we?
We did pay for it.
Yeah.
We were saying that we thought the service in the main dining room on the first day was slow. Oh my god, this was even slower.
Yeah, trying to get any attention. I mean, it was 45 minutes nearly until we ordered our food. When we sat down, and it didn't seem that busy either, so I'm not quite sure what the issue was there.
The staff were pleasant though. I think by the point that finished, we was all just very tired.
It's a shame really, because I think we wanted to do a bit more yesterday evening, rather than just spend the whole evening sitting in the restaurant. We wanted to get a couple of drinks. It was formal wear night, so we wanted to walk around the ship to see what everyone else was wearing. We did manage to get some photos done, which is good, but really other than that, we didn't have much time to do anything by the time we had our food. But never mind, today's a new day. We have our coffees.
Yeah, so I went for a little walk on the boat this morning and decided that I'd go and get us some cold coffee and a little nibble, just because we're not really breakfast people.
No.
And of the 38,000 people you could run into on a boat, who would I run into? Chris and Tony, exactly in the same place. I thought that was quite ironic, quite funny. They'd also gone and done what I'd done. They'd gone to the front of the boat and did a Titanic's moment. So today we are going up Mount Etna for a little trip. I don't think we're going to go to the very top. I don't think we can go to the very top there, so that's quite active and erupts quite regularly, although there's no eruptions happening at the moment. But we're going up to some craters which used to be active but are no longer active, and there's some views there that we'll be able to see of Sicily and the sea, and there's also a jewelry factory that we're going to as well to have a look at. We've been told we get some light refreshments, so we'll see what that involves on the tour. It'd be interesting to see how many other people are coming with us as well on the tour. Yeah, so it's 6.5 hours. The time is currently 8 o'clock ship time. We need to be at the Palace Theatre for 9, so that's in an hour. Looking forward to it.
Yeah,
I think the benefit of them changing the itinerary for this cruise slightly and doing a port cruise, port sea bay, kind of allows us that time just to chill out. Although yesterday seemed like we did quite a lot on the boat.
We did quite a lot on the boat, yeah. There is a lot to do here as well. But it's going to be nice today to actually get off this. Well, I say stretch our legs. You can stretch your legs on the boat anyway. But actually,
I did. Something like 16,000 steps yesterday.
So it'd be nice for us to actually get off and put our feet on land, let's say, rather than sitting on a boat. So we better get ready then if it's an hour until we need to be meeting. We'll keep you posting on how the day goes, and we'll catch up with you guys soon.
Good morning, fellow travellers. Welcome to Amy's portion of the vlog. Click and subscribe. I'll put a link to my OnlyFans there. We are currently on the coach in beautiful Sicily, going to Mount Etna. And yeah, we're just waiting for everybody to get on.
We are here and comfortable.
So where are we going today? We go to Mount Etna first of all, the volcano. So we are going to reach the height of 2,000 meters. Then we get off, we visit the lateral crater of the volcano. Then there will be a refreshment for my group. included. I will offer a nice cannoli to my guests. And then a little free time, and then we will retake the bus to go on the foot of Mount Etna, where there is a jewelry factory. You know, this tour is also included in this tour, the stop at the jewelry factory. So we're going to visit their workshop, and then you will have the possibility of buying the jewels, and there will be a buffet also there for my guests. Okay, so we will be back in 6 hours and a half, more or less. Okay, I will have to stop just for a little while because of two guests that has to get off and take another bus which is waiting for them. Okay, so in a while we are going to get off and you get on the right bus.
Well, there's always one, right? In this case, two. And before long, the two stowaways that had found themselves onto our bus had been reunited with their tour and the correct vehicle for wherever they're off to. And with that in mind, we're now all settled down to make our way to the motorway, ready for our trip up to Mount Etna.
Hey everyone, so we've just taken a very quick comfort break. The host has said that people can use the restrooms if they need to in the service station that we've just stopped at, but we have just spied something behind us. I don't know if you can see that little smoking bit of mountain. That is the top of Mount Etna. So we'll be up, we're not going right to that bit because you can see it's fairly active, so they won't let us get close to that bit. It could erupt at any time, but we'll get you a bit closer a bit later and we'll try and take some better footage. But I have to say, that looks pretty amazing, just looking at that little wisp of smoke coming out of the top of that volcano.
So this is a fairly typical motorway service station, just like we had back home. However, it's always interesting to see how things differ. So let's head inside and take a look around.
What's that?
$4.99.
Wow, God knows what it is though. Like crisps of some sort. Pringles. Wonder what that is.
That is a candy mega mix.
But I did see loads of little snacks, aren't there?
Ooh.
Wonder what this is. Frisbee? It's a nut thing of some sort. These are cute. Like little espresso cups. I'm not sure what that is though. Any ideas? Chocolate.
It's really the bottle of wine. Bargain, isn't it? Only in an Italian service station would you get delicious food.
I don't know why, but that just that makes me chuckle a little bit. Lubrificazione. I think that's how you say it. My Italian is not that good. Right. I succumbed. I have purchased some ketchup Pringles, and actually, they're quite nice. They actually taste like tomato ketchup, which is really strange. I don't know how they've done that, but I don't think these are going to last very long. Yum, yum, yum. Right, so the pit stop is over and it's time to say goodbye to the motorway so that we can head up the narrow, twisty, winding roads that make their way up the slopes of Mount Etna. And I have to say, I'm really looking forward to the views that we're about to see as we get higher and higher up the slopes towards the summit of the volcano. So sit back, relax, and enjoy what we're about to see too. Right, so we've made it to our first stop of the day and we are on Mount Etna, as you can see. I have to say, it's very barren and very rugged up here and very rocky too. I certainly wouldn't want to be up here on my own at night. Let's see what our tour guide has to say.
This is idea for me. Okay, my dear number 21. Hoping that everybody's here, even if I'm not so sure. I officially welcome you on Mount Etna. Mamma mia. I have to preserve myself till the end of the season. Okay. So we are on the border of a lateral dead crater of Mount Etna. That's a dead crater, so don't worry. Nothing is going to happen here, I'm sure. Because like all of the other lateral craters, this is a dead crater. So there are something like 300 of them. They are different from the craters around the top, which are constantly active, and they are 4 in total up there. These craters, and I'm using the plural, they are called crateri silvestri. Now I know that somebody on my group will speak Spanish, and silvestri sounds like silvestre, wild. Okay, nothing to do with this, because in this case, this is a surname. There's a surname of the volcanologist who studied this lateral activity of Mount Etna. His name was Orazio Silvestri. No. And he studied this activity that happened in 1892. So end of the 19th century, a typical bottoniera was formed. Bottoniera, because it's like a row of buttons, all along the same line, along the same fracture. That's why I'm using the plural, because there are 7 in total, these craters. So one of them is just behind you, very easy to guess by its shape. But then, behind this part of my group, there is another crater, a huge hole there, making part of the same group of craters. The reddish mountain, the same, it makes part of the same group. Behind it, there are other 2 craters.
So we're finding our guide really knowledgeable and insightful, and we're going to tell you a little bit more about what she's telling us later in this vlog. But for now, the views up here are stunning, so we're going to take a little walk around the craters and let you see what we are seeing right now. those views were definitely stunning, but it's time for a quick pit stop, and we're going to tell you a bit about these cannoli in just a minute. But for now, let's have a quick look around the inside of the restaurant that you find up at these craters. And I have to say, it's really pleasant. It's really clean, comfortable and spacious, and we're definitely going to make ourselves at home for a few minutes. Enough of that for now though, let's tell you about our cannoli.
So our good friend Paola will be very proud of us. We have got some authentic cannoli.
Cannoli.
And I don't know if,
Pistachio cannoli.
yeah, I don't know if you guys know what these are, but if you don't, you've not lived. These things are absolutely delicious. They're kind of like a little roll of, I don't know if you can see, like a little roll of pastry type thing. So he's got his out.
Got mine out.
And they fill it with like a ricotta and lemon filling with some pistachios. What do you think?
Yummy.
Is that the best cannoli you've ever had?
It's authentic Sicilian cannoli.
Amy, what do you think of your cannoli?
Absolutely delicious.
Have you had one before?
No, I don't think I have.
Cool. Well, you go.
I'm a cannoli
Tried something
virgin.
new. What do you think, Mel?
Yeah, best one I've ever had.
Yeah. And as you can see, Tony's is like
I've
almost
inhaled
long
mine.
gone.
I've inhaled mine. It was beautiful. Never had one before. Amazing. Lovely.
Good stuff.
So the cannoli was definitely delicious, and that was complimentary included in our tour. But if that's not quite enough for you and you're feeling peckish, there is also like a little snack bar type thing as well at this restaurant where you can get various savoury pastries. There's some arancini there and some pizza. There are also a delectable selection of sweet treats as well. And there's a souvenir shop, and I do love a souvenir. So let's have a look around that and see what there is to offer.
I'm not sure what all this stuff is. That's honey, clearly. But I don't know what all this alcoholic stuff is. Sadly, we can't take it with us, but it does look delicious either way. There's also this kind of stuff as well. I don't know what they are. I guess just little souvenirs. I mean, I'm not going to pay like €12 for a little clay thing. Some even more. Oh wait, are they Christmas decorations? They're Christmas decorations, I can see that now. Still a little bit on the pricey side. Other things as well, some trinkets, more alcohol, lots more alcohol. Look at these. Some limoncello, that looks nice. Oh, is this the fire stuff they were talking about? It's like 70% proof. I don't know. Right, Stephen's found something as well. I think it's stuff that's made out of.
This is really nice.
It's a bit of basalt, isn't it? Yeah, that. Oh, it is nice. I do quite like that. We need to get a magnet.
And it's only €15.
That's not bad.
Yeah. I think I might actually get that.
Yeah.
It'd be nice.
Be nice somewhere, yeah. I don't know if I like that one or the volcano though. No, that one's better, isn't it? And we definitely have no need for ashtrays. Nice. So hey everyone, we've made it almost to the top of Mount Etna. We can't go to the very, very top because it's a very active volcano, so this is about as close as we can get. We could go a little bit further. There is a cable car that goes up the hill a bit more, but we haven't got time to do that on our tour today, so this is about as far as we're going to go. So right now we are at the Silvestri craters. They are a set of extinct craters. They no longer erupt. Down this one side of the volcano, and you get some pretty spectacular views from there, which we've just shown you on the earlier parts of this vlog. So yeah, I don't know, Steve, what do you think of Etna so far?
Yeah, I think my expectations have been exceeded. I didn't know what to expect, but the tour guide, who is actually really funny, she's like typical Italian.
Yeah.
She was saying to us that we're very fortunate today because the weather is really good.
Yeah.
It's not overcast.
Yeah.
The temperature is very, very nice. There's limited wind, so yeah, we're really enjoying the moment. I have to say, Royal Caribbean have done really well with their excursions and what they've been offering so far. Not disappointed whatsoever. So yeah, so next stop for us is the
Jewelry Factory, yeah.
Jewelry
that's right.
Factory.
Yeah.
And then apparently we also get a buffet for lunch. Who knew? Because we didn't.
We didn't know. Well, it was advertised as light refreshment, so we kind of thought maybe a cup of tea and a cake or a pastry or something like that. But yeah, we'll see what we get on that. Before we go though, quick history lesson for you, or quick geography lesson. So There's been a lot of talk about Iceland volcanoes recently. There's that whole thing with Grindavik with that volcano that's erupting every few days. That is what's known as a shield volcano. That means that the lava is very, very runny, a bit like kind of, I guess, like pouring cream, unwhipped cream on a cake. So it flows very flat and creates a very large but very flat volcano, hence why it's called a shield volcano. Etna is slightly different. Etna is something called a stratovolcano, and that means it's made up of lots and lots of different layers. And the reason that Etna kind of builds up as well as outwards, which is why it's so high, is because it's a Strombolian style volcano. Do you call them style volcanoes? Anyway, that's the type of eruptions that you get here, and that's because there's lots of gas that's tightly compacted into the lava with all the pressure underground, and as soon as it comes up to the ground and the pressure is released, those gas bubbles expand rapidly, and that causes the lava to splatter, which creates these kind of really spectacular fountain effects, as well as the tiny little fragments of lava instantly cooling into ash, which can make some ash clouds as well. And that's why it builds up as well as out, and that's why we've got so much volume here. Fortunately, no eruptions today, so we are all safe and sound, but it has been fun to come up an active volcano. In fact, what is continental Europe, so we were told this in by the tour guide earlier, Tenerife is technically European politically, but it's not continental Europe, but it is the tallest and most active volcano on the main continent of Europe. So it's been good fun to visit here. I guess we should probably think about heading back onto the coach and getting back down to a lower level before it leaves us up here stranded.
So I hope you've enjoyed this history segment of the video. Luke will be taking donations.
Absolutely, yeah. Tips all graciously received, yeah. I could go on to say that actually most recently in 2021, which was what, 23 years, no sorry, 2001? Yeah, 2001, which was 23 years ago. In 2001, there was a lava flow. I'm going to spin around actually, I don't know if you can see it very clearly. Just there in the distance, that kind of black coloured stuff was a lava flow from a volcanic eruption that covered the road and also destroyed the cable car at the time. So anyway, time for us to get back on the coach. As you can see, Stephen is already way ahead of me, all the way over there now. We'll see you guys in a bit. So folks, we've now imparted you with lots of useless knowledge that may one day become handy if you're a pub quizzer, for example, and you have a random question about volcanoes. I hope that was interesting for you, but it's time to say goodbye to the slopes of Mount Etna. We've had an amazing time up here, really enjoyed it. Next stop though is going to be the jewellery factory. Let's get back down to ground level and see what that's about.
So we have arrived at the jewellery factory, and I have to say, this is not what we thought a factory would look like at all. To us, it looks more like an opulent kind of aristocratic 18th century house. So before we head inside, let's find out a bit more about what they do here.
So you are such a big group today. How are you? How is the holiday going? All good? Have you been to Mount Etna? Yes. Perfect. So we do, this is just a small spoiler, we do produce jewelry with the lava rock. So, but we also use the diamonds, emeralds, sapphires, a lot of beautiful things that I think all of you appreciate. So I'll ask you another 2 minutes of your time, just in order to get in. Then there is a small presentation and a surprise at the end of the tour. Okay? Thank you everyone. Thank you for the attention.
Okay, so about 2 minutes has passed in no time whatsoever, and we're now on our way inside the factory. And I'm pretty sure that the surprise that he just referenced is the buffet that our tour guide has already said that we're going to get. But, oh my gosh, just have a look at this. Now, this place has never been a house. No one's ever lived here before. It's only ever been a jewellery factory. And I have to say, I have never seen anything so opulent in my life.
Who lives in a house like this, Amy?
I do.
So now we're inside, another person is telling us a bit more about the factory and its history, and we're being told that they've been producing jewellery here for over 100 years. And to be honest, I thought it would be a lot longer than that, given what the inside of this place looks like and what era it appears to come from. We are also being told that the jewellery they make here uses traditional stones like diamonds, sapphires and rubies, and they set those stones in 18 karat gold and sterling silver, and of course they also use volcanic rock from Mount Etna itself. So apparently they sell their jewellery all over the world, including Europe, America, Australia, Canada and also Japan. And of course they are famed all over the world for their quality. So famous it seems that we don't think we've ever heard of them. Never mind though, I'm sure the quality is outstanding. She also tells us that the jewellery is made on site downstairs in the workshop, and that we'll get to see that shortly. So let's hope it's not some kind of sordid dungeon or something equally as disturbing. That said, we're also being told that there is a surprise upstairs for us, although perhaps not so much of a secret one as she might think it is. So, without much further ado, let's see what the surprise has to offer. Limoncello. I've got to say I like this stuff. Oh wait a minute, I want to see if it's how authentic it tastes. Let's give it a go. Oh, that's good. So good. So we are now where the magic happens in this factory, and actually it doesn't look as dungeon-like as I thought it might do downstairs. To be fair, it looks quite comfortable, albeit perhaps slightly less showroom-like than the upstairs area is. There's now another person telling us about how they make jewellery, and interestingly, each one of the people here has their own specialist role. So on the left here we have the sterling silver expert. Next to her is the gold expert, and at the very end there are two people who are actually the experts at setting the jewels in whatever metal is being chosen for the jewellery that's going to be sold to the public.
But of course, jewellery is not always just about gems and diamonds and rubies and sapphires and all those kind of things. Sometimes it's about rocks as well, and we're now being told a bit about all the different rocks they use in their jewellery, how they're formed and why they are so precious. But I'm sure it doesn't surprise you to know that they don't put these kind of tours on out of the goodness of their heart. There's a commercial reason why they want you to come to their factory, and that's primarily because they want you to buy their jewellery. So as we finish up the tour in the basement, we're going to head upstairs in a second and look at their showroom and see what jewellery is on offer. We're being told apparently there's some very good discounts, so we'll see what that's like. I am slightly cynical, I always am when it comes to these kind of things, so we'll go upstairs in a second and we'll have a look at what's on offer. And quick as a flash, we are back upstairs in the showroom area of the factory, looking at all the jewellery they're trying to sell us before we depart to head back to the cruise ship. I actually have to say, the jewellery is quite spectacular. It's really pretty, really attractive. However, it's very clearly aimed at women, and there's not really much here that tickles my fancy or is appealing to me as something to buy before I go back to the ship. And also, just one more observation from us is that the retail side of tourism typically flourishes best when people make impulse purchases. Beautiful as this jewellery is, we're just going to zoom in for a second and give you an indication of the typical price point here. I'm really not sure that I would part with €3,000 plus without some kind of careful consideration, so I do wonder if perhaps they misjudged their target audience here. It probably won't surprise you to know that we didn't buy anything, but before we head back to the bus, we just wanted to show you these brooches. More on this in just a second or two.
Okay people, thoughts on the jewellery store, workshop and the lunch?
I think it was kind of cute, seeing how they made jewellery. I think for what is probably an unexpected visit for most people on this bus, the prices were a little beyond impulse buy territory for most people. Most of the nice stuff was like high hundreds, low thousands. There's a few kind of double-digit bracelets and stuff that look quite small, and not necessarily something that I think I would buy. But it was nice to have some Sicilian food, some limoncello, and to see how they make jewellery. So I guess it passed an hour or so, didn't it? Really?
What do you think, Now? Anything in there that took your fancy?
Jewellery-wise, not so much, but I enjoyed the aesthetics of it all. So really pretty place. Happy with the buffet. It's a nice little selection. Wasn't expecting that at the beginning of the day, so that was nice. And yeah, I think the highlight was the limoncello.
I have to admit, I think they kind of like didn't understand the audience that they had coming off a Royal Caribbean cruise.
No.
I think if it was like an MSC or something like that, where the average age is like 60 plus, you've got a lot of money to throw around. But also, I'm just going to put it out there, some of that stuff in there was just horrendous. It just didn't look particularly nice.
Some of those brooches look like the ones with the faces on. Look like the kind of thing that my nan would wear in the 1980s.
I like them.
Sorry, Amy?
I like them ones.
Yes, so the plan is now what?
Head back to the boat. If we have time to grab a magnet, we'll do that as well.
So, yes, we could have spent this time in the magnet shop as opposed to the jewellery workshop.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll see you guys soon. Well, on that note, our time in Sicily is coming to an end. We're back on the coach now, heading back towards a cruise port, and before we know it, we're going to be on board the ship, heading towards our next destination. We have another little friend that's joined us, definitely making himself feel at home today because he grabbed hold of the remote control and is seeing what is on TV. Oh look, that's us, where we are right now. That's looking out the front of the ship, right?
Although I'm trying to work out what it is.
Not sure.
I want to say it's like a kangaroo or a dog or pig.
Is it a dog? Why has he got his legs crossed like that? I don't know.
For those of you who are seasoned travellers, please put in the comments
What you think this little creature is? Cute as he is.
I think it's a dog.
Do you think it might be a goat with its horns? I don't know.
And our bunny rabbit's still down there, which is good.
Okay, well, make yourself at home. So, just before the light fades completely, because it's getting dark now, and we'll be setting sail very shortly, I just wanted to say something about this statue here, which we learnt about on our tour to Etna from our tour guide. And apparently this is a statue of the Virgin Mary, who is there to protect all of the craft. I can't remember if she said in the harbour or outside of the harbour, but either way, it's a statue there to look after people who are on board ships. So I'm hoping she's going to look after us today. We are setting sail next to Palma de Mallorca, that's our penultimate stop, and tomorrow's another full day at sea. So let's hope that it's a nice smooth crossing and full of nice relaxing times without any kind of drama. So we are back on board. What's the time, Stevie?
It's 5:15.
Cool. So
We are starting the engines.
They are, as you can see.
You can feel it all vibrating.
Yep. And the band is starting to play, and that's because it's soon sail away time. I don't know if you can see out there. That is, where are we?
Sicily.
Messina, that's it. Yep, on Sicily. And it's starting to get dark and the lights are starting to come on, which is quite pretty. But yeah, we had to stop, didn't we, Steve, just to get, we realised we didn't get our we didn't get our magnet, did we?
No.
And we can't visit anywhere without getting a magnet for the fridge, so we had to have a last minute dash to find a shot without having to miss the boat. And Amy here thought that we were going to be pier runners, that she'd be able to laugh at us, but we ended up getting back on board at 4:45.
Yeah, who needs enemies when you've got friends like that trying to literally throw you under the boat?
Yeah, under the boat, yeah. But we've had a good day, haven't we? So I don't know, who should I pick on? Chris, what would you say was the highlight of today for you?
So we booked the excursion to see Mount Etna, and that obviously has to be the highlight, was actually arriving. We had an hour and a half around the locality. We were able to explore the actual mountain top. We actually go and see one of the dormant volcanoes, actually it was extinct volcano.
Yeah.
And we were able to go and see beautiful sunset, beautiful scenery, beautiful locations. We did attempt to try and climb one of the other hills, but the ground was too sandy, too soft, and with the time limit that we had, we decided just to come back down halfway through. Still, it was fantastic. Tour guide was brilliant.
She was brilliant.
She was good.
Really knowledgeable, really friendly, really made us feel like welcome and part of the journey. And definitely the highlight of the day.
Good stuff. Okay. Right. So we've already spoke a bit about the jewellery thing, so we won't go into that anymore. But we're going to sit here and watch the sail away. Is that what you call it? So we can watch this coast kind of disappearing behind us. We haven't started moving yet, but we will be soon. And then we might go get some dinner, and then we might try and convince Mel to do some karaoke later on, because Mel is a bit of a theme when it comes to performing with a microphone. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. But for now, we're just going to sit and watch the view. It is pretty stunning. And then get some dinner, and then start the evening fun and frolics. I am not getting a shrimp cocktail though.
I'm going to get a shrimp cocktail, but I'm going to ask for no cocktail sauce.
It says there a classic horseradish cocktail sauce, which I'm pretty sure was that kind of slightly spicy tomato ketchup thing I had. So I'm going to have a Greek salad today. What about the rest of it though?
Okay, grilled chicken breast and panna cotta, because I love panna cotta.
I do like panna cotta, but I also like creme brulee.
Oh, where's creme brulee? Oh, I didn't even see.
Oh no.
Creme brulee. Oh,
Choices.
No, I'm going to go panna cotta.
You sure?
Yeah, panna cotta.
Okay. Right, dinner time, and this is the menu tonight. For me, easy Greek salad for starter. Main course I'm going to come back to.
8:30.
Dessert. I think I'm going to have a a creme brulee.
Yes.
We should say. But main course I'm still struggling with a little bit because I don't really want chicken, I don't like fish, I don't like vegetarian, and I had the primary the other day, so it really just kind of like eliminates everything down to lamb curry. But I'm not sure I want that either.
It does look nice.
So we'll see. We'll see. Food is arriving. Greek salads times 2.
It's like the platform.
Amy's shrimp cocktail with no sauce. And the irony is, right, they brought the sauce and they took it away. Just not to offend Amy.
And apologise.
And apologised as well, right?
At least it was on the side.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, you're too
That does look nice, actually. Chris's one has come with the sauce, though. Just because Chris is right with it. Now, I've just got to say, right, that is not...
You are a star, thank you so much.
He's got 2.
Yes.
And that really is not... That is not a Mary Rose. We've had that conversation before, but anyway. No, it's not. It's like it's a horseradish thing.
It's got like there is a bit of spice to it.
It's horseradish. Yeah.
It tastes like McDonald's.
It's because it's horseradish, like ketchup and mustard kind of flavour, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like-
but it's a horseradish that's coming through, I think. Anyway, right. This looks nice. Time to tuck in. Right, Chris, what have you just tried? What have you just tried? Oh, I had no sauce. Right.
This is gazpacho. Gazpacho is... Thank you so much. Okay, start again. Gazpacho. This is a gazpacho sauce. Gazpacho
Soup, right? Soup, yeah.
Right, start again.
Did you snort?
Thank you.
Okay. Right, come on, Chris.
This is gazpacho soup.
Yep.
It's a tomato, basil, and cucumber.
Okay.
It's very, very chilled. It is very interesting and unique.
Yep.
And I love it.
Not your thing, though. But you are now lining up the shrimp cocktail sauces.
It's got a bit of watermelon taste to it.
Watermelon.
Tony, do you want to try some?
I'm going to give this one a miss, I think.
But you know what? Well done, you. Yeah, it's trying something new, right?
No, you didn't ask for it.
I didn't ask for it. I asked for 2.
You didn't order 3 stars.
To be fair, you're eating quite a lot of it. For something you don't like.
Do you know what? It's not actually that bad. I'll take it back. It's actually quite nice.
The grower.
I think it's because I was unexpected by how cold it was.
Yeah.
Don't promise so, you won't burn your lips.
Oh dear.
Oh, we need to do this drunk more often.
Main course is arriving. What'd you go for, Amy?
I've got grilled chicken and potatoes.
So is that as it came on the menu, or have you omitted the sauce from
This
it?
is exactly how it came on the menu.
So no sauce at all?
There was a shoe.
There was a jus.
Oh, a jus, okay.
Thank you so much. Smells
What have you got, Mel?
Chicken
Piccata.
and it looks like it's in the shape of a little bug.
Oh, isn't it?
It's got little antennae and eyes, a little back. But yes, I'm looking forward to eating it.
Looks nice. So my lamb curry's just arrived. And actually that looks quite nice as well.
And look, your bread is in a...
Oh yeah, I've got
A
bread as
bed.
well. Was that like a naan bread?
Yeah.
Oh, and a papadom. I'm doing well. Oh, and I've got raita as well.
Lighter.
What have you got? Oh, wait.
I went for-
Wait. Who's the dolphin?
Okay, look. Just pan down. I went for the herb crusted salmon because I always do fish.
Why is that funny? I'm confused. Okay.
Are you okay down there?
Amy's dying for some reason. Stephen always says, right, in a previous life he was a dolphin.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
So that is the rationale behind that.
Yes. Thank you, Roy.
Anyway. Dessert is here. I've got pistachio creme brulee. And I'm really glad that I've done that. What'd you get, Amy? Your mouthful, sorry. Panna cotta with like raspberries on it, yeah? Acid mill. I think Tony got an lemon tart thing. And Chris is leaving a passing. I think I got the best one. In fact, I know I got the best one.
Enjoy the chops tomorrow.
Yum yum. Okay, so dinner is now over and we've decided to retire to the lounge for a couple of drinks and some karaoke. Now, this can go one of two ways, but there is a competition of some sort going on tonight, meaning that the tension is a little bit high. If you win the karaoke this evening, you get to compete in the grand finale on the last night of the cruise. So with that in mind, let's see how people get on. Right, so the singing so far is mildly entertaining, but if we're honest, there is something missing. There are lots of soulful, in-tune performers tonight, but we're lacking a bit of audience participation. So, on that note, it's time to bring in our secret karaoke weapon and let Miss Melina do her thing. Well, that was definitely an interesting evening, and I have to say, Mel did us proud. Sadly, she didn't make it through to the grand finale, even though we think she was definitely robbed. But sooner than we had realised, the evening in the Star Lounge is coming to an end, and it was time to wrap things up. Also, we thought. In a last-minute burst of activity, the house has come alive again, and it's about time to put on a conga. Stephen has checked out at this point. He's gone to bed. Today has definitely been really busy, so I totally understand why he's tired and he's made that decision. Myself, however, I have stayed around for a little bit longer to see how this is playing out. And for me, it brings connotations of those sort of gatherings that you have in village halls or function rooms to mark a momentous occasion of some sort. If you're from England like we are, you'll know exactly what we're talking about. That said, tonight was fun nonetheless. So fun, neither myself nor Stephen remembered to record an outro video. So, although this is breaking the fourth wall, I just wanted to retrospectively sum up our day. Sicily was fun. There is something about Italian culture that I really love. It has a degree of elegance and refinement, but yet there is an underlining tone of love, passion and togetherness with these people. And everything we saw today definitely reflected that. That was definitely worth experiencing. We got to spend another evening with our folks, enjoying some food and some drinks too. And if there is one thing that I've learned, is that having a close group of friends is something that you should never take for granted. And lastly, we got to make some more incredible memories with the people that we love and value the most. So, as we sign off for tonight, we hope you've really enjoyed what you've had to see today. If you like it, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and more importantly, turn on notifications so you know when we next release content. For today though, thanks for watching. We hope you are all well, and we'll catch you again on our next vlog very soon.
This is the Mel vlog, and I'm headed back to my room. Pizza. Yeah. Gotta find my room though first. 9289. Here it is. Here it is. Here we go. 9289. Good night.